Good afternoon, Mason. AP Stedham, AP as we see it. Mason, who's some of your favorite edge rushers?
Edge rushers, Nick Bonito is a big one. Micah Parsons, like anybody who fits like my stature. Yeah, Nick Bonito was the one I was just talking about him in his other interview. He's the guy he would be that role model who I look up to. And then he just went crazy this past season with the Broncos. So he's set to make something good.
Right side, fourth row.
Carson Field, Sooners on SI. R. Mason, you had kind of a breakout season last year. Since then, what have been the main things on and off the field that you've been working on?
You know, my run game, putting on a little extra weight, moving well with the weight too. And I think just overall I could work on everything, but run game was probably a big one, making just more production there. Not just because other people say it, but I want it for myself too. But those are two things: adding weight, run game production.
Stay on the right side, back row.
Johnny Condon, ABC 3340 Sports in Birmingham. You guys had one of your biggest wins last year against Alabama. This year you're headed to Tuscaloosa to play the Crimson Tide. I'm interested what that win last year did for the morale of the team heading into this season, and how excited are you to play at Bryant-Denny Stadium?
No, that was a big win. We really kept that momentum into this season. We know what we can do. It showed a little glimpse of what we can do. So for their stadium, I hear it's loud. It's when they score, the lights flicker or actually turns off, right? And it'll be fun to play against them. They're a good football team.
Left side, back row.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. You had one of your biggest games of the season last year against Auburn in Jordan-Hare Stadium. Your memories of playing Auburn and how'd you do so well that day?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't play that good the first half, but I just remember their stadium being loud. It was a good football team because they were ahead of us most of the game, and it was just exciting to celebrate with our team. For it to be our first SEC win, it being on the road, it was exciting. It was just a lot of energy, and I like how we played as a team that day against a really good Auburn team.
Left side, and then pass it behind you.
Mason, who designed your shoes?
Yeah.
And then what would you like to see from the defense last year that you didn't, and some of the good things you did last year on defense collectively?
I feel bad. I forgot his name. I need to get in contact with him. It was in Atlanta, here in Atlanta. He designed, the Air Force Ones are iconic, so I went with that, and it's all white, so you can spray paint it and do it whatever you want to it. And I told him, could I get the OU with the 32? And then I threw the grease on it. I like that movie right there. And then your second question was I know Coach V talked about the third down last year. We can be better. Yeah, that would be a down where we could be better at. We can be better in all downs, but third down was a big thing. I liked what we did last year was the communication. We had a lot of communication, especially from the leaders, Billy, Danny, and Ethan. On the defensive side, we communicated a lot. And for us to be that good on defense, we know we can communicate more, which gives us that exciting feeling for this year coming up that we can be even better.
Back row, left side.
Chrissy Freud, USA Today. Two very different questions. First of all, you spent a little bit of time with John Mateer. What have you seen out of him just from a personal perspective and a teammate? And then as far as you go, what do you feel like you bring to the table as a prospect going into this season and where you may be trying to get better?
Yeah, John's funny. The quarterbacks are I see why everybody likes him. He's just he always knows what to say at the right time. And it's funny, he's quirky, he's swaggy, he's all that. I like him. I'm glad he was able to join our program. And what was your second question again?
What do you think you bring to the table as a prospect yourself, and what do you think to improve on this season?
Yeah, for me as an outside linebacker, I bring, setting the edge, being that forefront, is big in the trenches in the SEC. So for us, like Don Williams, Drayson Halton, like PJ, for us to be that unit we want to be, I think we all, including me, bring that violence, that leadership from a big guy standpoint, leading by example, because, you know, when you talk, it's all talking till you go do it. So leading by example is a big thing for me.
Right side, second row.
Alex Byington on 3. A lot has been made about Coach Venables taking over as a defensive play caller this year.
Yeah.
Two-part question. How much have y'all kind of looked or seen some of what his defense looked like at Clemson? And what's different with him in charge now compared to maybe prior?
It's the same thing. Since 2022, when he first got here, it's the same thing. Like you would think it'll be some kind of drop off, but he's a defensive mind. He's always on the defensive side of the ball, so it's the same. It's no drop off. It's no. We don't have to change language or anything like that. It's the same playbook. With him, it's always been like that. So we weren't nervous. We weren't frustrated. We weren't rattled. So it was the same. Yeah, when I was getting recruited to OU, it was a lot of Clemson film. I think now we ran a lot of plays like he did in Clemson, so it's like we're looking at what we do now more of. I know my first year we were looking at Clemson a lot because we didn't have any film of us doing it, but yeah, we have so many film of us doing it now, so we're watching ourselves.
On the aisle, they were coming to the front.
With Tyler Shaw with KBTX in College Station, with just kind of the storied program that is Oklahoma and the success that it's had, how much pressure do you guys have to get back to that, get back to a double-digit win season after last year?
Yeah, I don't think we in a sense have pressure. Like we know what the standard is, what the people in the team in the past have set. So I know if we can put our head down, we can work, focus on the journey and not the destination, we will be right where we want to be.
Front row.
Jacques Doucet, WAFB in Baton Rouge. LSU's never been to Oklahoma before, so this is way down the line, I guess,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving or so. But what can fans expect about going to see a football game up there?
Yeah, it's going to be a loud environment. They never been to Oklahoma? Really? Have we ever been to LSU before? No, right? Before, first time. So yeah, like how their environment was loud, really good LSU team. They're coming to a really good LSU team coming to our stadium. It's going to be loud. It's going to be, a lot of that older music, that Iron Man, AC/DC. You're going to hear a lot of that, and yeah, that's what you're going to expect.
Right side.
Laugh a little bit with when you brought up John Meter. What thought prompted that? The smile, and then
Yeah.
what have been some of the interactions? How has he ingratiated himself to the team since he's gotten there?
Yeah, he's integrated himself in the team like smoothly. Yeah, if he says he's anxious or he was a little nervous, he was. He didn't look like he was to me, but it felt like he's been here for 4 years already. So yeah, our interactions are funny. He likes to goof around all the time, especially on the plane right here. We were like just laughing on the plane, and our interactions are funny. So that's anytime somebody brings it up, I'm always going. Yeah, I mean, he'll say like random things at random times, but he knows what to say. I don't know, I can't even remember a certain joke or a certain comment, but I just knew I was just laughing.
Final question on the left.
Another school coming to Oklahoma for the first time in program history this year is going to be Auburn. The rematch with Auburn. Auburn's never made the trip. Jackson Arnold transferring in. He's going to be leading Auburn as the quarterback this year. What kind of player is Auburn getting in Jackson Arnold, and what's it going to be like facing a team quarterbacked by a former teammate?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Hats off to Auburn. For them to come into our stadium, it's going to be exciting. The AC/DC, they're going to hear a lot of that. I know Jackson already knows what he's been in our stadium before. He's going to know it already, the environment. He's played a lot of games there. But yeah, we're just excited for him to play them.